Don't think for a minute that the jungle abounds with cuties like this. That pretty hairdo and that naughty little leopard skin are products of a complex civilization. Of course, what lies underneath is both civilized and primitive, depending on her mood.
I think she's most famous now for the bondage photos because loads of people did pinups in the 50s, but very few people did bondage. Bettie Page was a young woman from Nashville who came to New York at the end of the 40s and became a pinup model, doing cheesecake poses for little magazines. And then she got to know some people called Irving and Paula Claw, who had a very profitable sideline doing bondage photos.
It's interesting that she comes from a very conservative background, was a very spiritual person. She was raised as a devout Christian in the South and proceeded to create some of the famous images of female sexuality.
We saw many, many people for the role of Bettie. And the most important thing was the sense of period. She has to seem like a girl of the 50s. And Gretchen has this naturally very ladylike demeanor, you know. She's kind of ankles crossed, you know, white gloves. She's just very composed and like a 50s girl.
She's fascinating to me because it's sometimes hard to separate this real person that actually doesn't have much of a voice and now give her this voice in the film.